We are good. Good morning, everyone. So today we will cover the remaining part of open loop system of NC system. So let's move to the slide. So last time I discussed about the parts of NC system, and in that the servo motor and open loop control. As you can see, the in open loop we do not verify that whether we have reached the desired position or not. It means once the signal uh, comes to the motor, signals comes to means generally voltage comes to it drives the stepper motor in steps form, and then that through gear reduction, lead screw rotates, and as you can see this table is mounted on lead screw, so there is a relative motion between lead screw. As lead screw only it can rotate its place, so only table has to move either this direction or this direction. So in open loop, once we have sent the signal here in motor, signal sensing means voltage, we have given some voltage for some time, so that runs the stepper motor, and then this table starts moving in this direction, and as I have discussed that due to the inertia this table can stop before or it can go beyond the target position. So we do not verify that we have reached the target point. Generally, we consider it we have reached, but that is not the case, because we ANSYS system we are more careful about the precision, because we don't want variation in the parts that will lead to rejection of the part. So last time I was discussing about these relations. So as you can see from here, I am taking a quick review. So here you see step angles. As you can see, alpha is given by 360 by ns. Ns is a number of steps. So if there is a motor, okay, and there are four screws, so it will rotate in four steps. So in one step 90 degree, another step 90 degree, another step 90, and next 90. So there are four steps. So total step angle in it means in how much angle is it is moving in one step. So here how will you calculate 360 and how many number of steps? 4. So it comes out 90. Okay. Same way, if there are 8 pole shoe, so in that case there would be 8 steps. So here what will you do? 360 by 8. So it becomes 45 degree. That is your step angle. That's how you will calculate number of step, and general number of steps are given. So you have to find only step angle. Note it down. And as you can see, n is the number of steps angle in one full rotation. Here in previous case 4 and later case 8. So we have seen that if this IC board supplied this frequency F frequency, and we are operating at this frequency, equal frequency, then we will get same. Again at half frequency we will get half pulses. Here full pulses are given, but here due to operating frequency we are getting only half pulses, and then here 1/4 pulses we are getting. So 3 pulses are missing, and here in 8 pulse we will get only one pulse. It means if IC board supplies or motherboard PLC supplies 8 pulse, 8 pulse, we will get here one pulse. In this case, 2 pulse. In this case, 4 pulse. In this case, 8 pulse. So that pulse will drive the motor. Okay. So this pulse will drive the motor. So next is angle through which the motor shaft rotates is given by A for angle, M subscript for motor is NP, P is the pulse and number of pulses into alpha. As you can see, in one pulse, whatever motor is there, suppose as you can see, this one is motor and then gear reduction and then screw, lead screw. Okay, so if motor receives an pulse, one pulse, say for example, take it as very simple, one pulse, one pulse. So through gear reduction, in one pulse, motor shaft will rotate how much? One step angle, say alpha. Okay, alpha. In one pulse, motor will rotate alpha angle. But as we have gear reduction RG, as you can see, RG is gear reduction. So here, if higher speed, here we will get lower speed. This side, screw side, motor side higher speed. So we have to reduce the speed. That's why we have used gear reduction. So alpha angle and through gear reduction as it is reducing in the ratio, so screw thread will rotate by alpha by Rg, correct? And if n pulses are supplied, np, p for pulses, np is number of pulses. So if np pulses are supplied, so motor this through gear reduction we will have np by alpha. By this much angle, screw thread will rotate, correct? So again, in np pulse, how much motor has rotated? Is it is n alpha, np into alpha, and can we call it am, angle rotate, total angle rotated by the motor, that is np into alpha. So that relation we have used here. Am for number of pulses and alpha is the step angle. So 5 pulses and step angle is 2, so motor will rotate only 10 degree. Okay, and if gear reduction is 5:1, so screw thread will rotate only 10 by 5, that means 2 degree. Clear? I hope it is clear. If you have any doubt, you can unmute yourself and then reply. So remember these two equations, the relation between, obviously it is very clear, am number of steps and step angle, you will get by that much amount the motor will rotate, and then since gear reduction is there, gear ratio, so screw will rotate less in this reduced ratio, so that ratio we have to use Rg for gear ratio. So we are good. Now you can see the same PLC number of pulses supplied at f frequency, and then controller or generator, so it was generating at f or f f by 2 or f by 4 or f by 8 that we saw here, this one, here, this one. After here we have pulses here, and then we have again driver, and that generates the electrical signal or electrical current, and that runs the stepper motor. So again, gear ratio can be given by in these two ways. Total angle rotated by motor AM divided by angle rotated by the screw thread, as for screw, or not screw thread, lead screw, as for lead screw. So gear radius, and then in other way, Nm for RPM of the motor divided by Ns. S should be subscript Nm divided by Ns. It should be like this. Should be here subscript Ns. Okay. So here revolution rotate RPM of motor divided by RPM of the lead screw. So that we also use it in gear ratio. Now through rotation, as you can see, table is on the lead screw. So if the table lead screw will rotate, the table will move in one direction. So how we can get the distance traveled by table? So see that what we have here. Sorry. AS is the screw angle. No, lead screw angle, it rotates in, suppose whatever pulse NP pulse we have received, so it goes here and then through gear direction here, and then it comes to the here. So here we have AM. Okay. So in total, this one AS is a total angle rotated by lead screw. This one is total. As you know, if the table this lead screw rotates in one angle, one rotation, one complete rotation, it will move one pitch. That is the concept of thread. If in one rotation, it will move equal to the one pitch. Obviously, in either direction, it will either, if you are depends on in which direction we are rotating. So in present case, suppose we are rotating here, from you observe it from here, this direction, clockwise. So through clockwise, it will go this direction. As in through clockwise, this will go in this direction, so table will move in this direction. Suppose we are observing it from the table this side, motor side, so it will rotate clockwise, so table will move this direction. So what I am telling you, that how to calculate the how much distance table has moved if a particular angle of lead screw is given. Here AS angle in one rotation 360 degree, that means in one rotation 360 degree angle, one rotation. Okay, so it moves equals to one pitch value. Okay, So if somehow if we have total number of angle here, total angle, and if somehow, if not somehow, if we divide with 360 degree, we can find how much angle that this lead screw has turned. So that is the number of turns. Okay, and if we multiply with pitch value, as we know in one turn this lead screw moves or table moves one pitch value. So if we multiply this, we have got number of turns as by 360 degree, and we multiply with this value with p, we can get total distance moved by the table. I hope it is clear. If you have any doubt, reply me in comment box or tell me unmuting your audio. I am waiting for your reply. खाना वाना नहीं मिला क्या आप लोगों को? कोई रिप्लाई नहीं आ रहा, या सब सो गए?
समझ में आया सर।
Have you got this?
Yes sir.
Okay, thank you. So next step, what we have got, distance traveled by table. So we have x is equal to as by 360 degree number of turns, and we have multiplied with pitch value. If you remember as value, how we have calculated am and divided by rg, correct? And if you remember the am value, we have this number of pulses np and alpha divided by again rg, correct? So we use these two value, putting it, and let's find out the x position value. And same way we can find out, if we use this one, this value in place of as and p alpha by rg. So rearrange it, we can find out how many number of pulses we need to drive the table x position. It means, as we have this, let's go to the formula. This tells us that we have calculated it. Now if you need putting the value of as is equal to, as we have as is am by as value, I am talking only about am by rg, and again am value is this am value, angle by which motor has rotated, that is np into alpha, and then we will divide, we will get as value. So we will put it here and rearranging for np. So let me do it for you here. So x is equal to p as into np into alpha divided by this one 360 degree. So again, and rg. So rearranging it and finding the value of np, x into 360 into rg divided by p alpha, we will get x into rg into 360 degree. Good. Rg should be like this, it should be r, and g should be subscript rg here also R G NS X RG by P alpha again. So we have this one. Let me show. This one is okay. And then if you remember how to NS, how to use number of step angle, as we have got alpha is equal to 360 by number of steps NS number of steps. That's how we have got the step angle. So to get the NS and number of step, if we know the simply alpha step angle, so then 360 by alpha, that becomes our NS number of steps. That's how we have used this one 360 by alpha. So it becomes NS into X into, take it as here, subscript RG divided by P, pitch value. So that is the NP, total number of pulses required to drive the lead screw, or not lead screw, to drive the table that is mounted on the table in X distance. And NP is given where? It is given as pulse is not changing at motor, so this pulse will be supplied at the motor side, correct? Next, wait a minute, let me have some water. Sorry. So next we have as you can see, control pulses are transmitted from the pulse generator at a certain frequency, which drives the work table. That here, first we have got the from PLC pulses and then control pulse through the controller. So if PLC is supplying F frequency through controller, we can use F by 2 or F by 8 or F by 4, that value that controls the pulses. So control pulses are transmitted from the pulse generator and at a certain frequency, which drives the work table at a corresponding velocity or feed rate in the direction of the screw axis. Okay, so that is responsible. So pulse is responsible to drive the. Okay. So next thing we have here, let me zoom a bit. It is. So as you can see, suppose we have one pulse. Okay, so it drives, if we get one pulse here, motor drives the one step angle. Okay, so one step angle to the motor, one step angle, correct. Here I am talking one pulse, it is given to the motor, and step angle one, motor moves by one step angle. So if suppose f pulses are supplied, see f pulses are supplied, so it will move, or motor will turn, but how many turns? Since, take it as example, if there are four step angle, correct. So in one pulse, motor will move one step, four, two pulse, two step, four pulse, four step, okay, and eight pulses, eight step. But how many turns? Can you tell me? Up to here it was one pulse, one four turn. Here two pulse, one by two turn. Four pulse and four step angle is there, so only one turn. And when we supply eight pulse, how many turns? Eight by how many number of steps? We have four. Eight by four, so it will we will have two rotation. Correct. Same way, we are going to establish a relation. This relation. So I was talking about this one. So if we have draw app peoples, so how many rotations? As we can, I discussed taking a simple example that say there are step angle ns, step angle is 4. So for to turn one complete rotation of the motor, I am talking about motor. How many uh, pulse we need? One for one rotation, 4 pulse, correct? Because there are one pulse responsible for rotation of one step angle, so 4 pulses are needed to rotate 4 step angle for the motor. Okay, so if f pulses has been supplied, how many turn motor will rotate? This motor will rotate n fp by ns. Okay, let me clear you one more time what I was telling you, that if we supply one pulse to the motor, motor will rotate one step angle. Okay, if suppose we fix it, there are number of steps is equal to say ns, number of step angle 8. So to run one ns step angle, number of steps 8, it means motor will rotate in 8 step to get one complete rotation. Clear? So if we supply one pulse, it will motor will rotate only by 45 degree. Two pulse, so two step angle, that becomes 90 degree. And can we identify the number of step angle? Alpha is equal to 360 by 8, and that is 45 degree. So one pulse will turn 45 degree, two pulse 90 degree, three pulse 135, four pulse 180, and same wise 8 pulse will cause to motor to rotate 360 degree. 8 pulse 360 degree means one rotation. How we have get one rotation? Simply by taking the number of pulses and divided by number of steps angle. So let me write it for you. Number of pulses, NP, and number of step angle, NS. That's how we have got the NM. NM obviously rotation for motor. If 16 pulses and step angle is as this one is fixed, so 16 pulses divided by 8. What is the rotation? NM, 2 rotation. Okay. So if I say same, if 32 pulses, 32 by 8, how much? 4 rotation. So what we have got from all this discussion, that Nm, that is motor speed, is given by number of pulses. So if instead of saying a number of pulses, total pulses, because we are not considering the time, and if consider the time, say take the FP frequency. FP means frequency, number of pulses transmitted or sent here in the motor in per second, FP. So same way, as motor runs based on only the pulses, so FP is the for 1 second. FP is the total number of pulses motor has received in 1 second, and how many turns it has rotated. Simply by dividing 8 we can get it. So instead of writing 8, can we generalize it by writing the number of step angle, NS. Okay, so this is for motor, and what we have to get, we have to reach here for the stepper. Let me use different color. So we have to reach here. As we, if somehow we can multiply it with the gear ratio, RG value, we will get which value? Lead screw rotation in 1 second. Correct? So let me rewrite it for you. Draw. So what we have got? Nm for 1 second. 1 second. Because we have used the frequency term, and frequency is, as you know, number of oscillation in 1 second. So in 1 second number of turns, it is this value, Fp divided by Ns, and multiply, or again divide by Rg value. And if we have to get it as a RPM, revolution per minute, so we can simply multiply with this value with 60, and we can get RPM, and RPM is for what? For lead screw. So RPM value is Fp divided by Ns 1 by Rg and multiply with 60. So that we have this value, Ns value. It means RPM of the lead screw. And to get the RPM of motor, simply we have to multiply Rg value, gear ratio value, we can get it. Okay, so now let's see what we have got here. As you can see, rotation speed of the lead screw depends on the frequency of the pulse train, and it is given by this way. So now you see in RPM. Okay, so 60 Fp by step angle and by Rg, and then we have multiplied it with 60, we have got the RPM of the lead screw. Okay. Next, for two axis table, the continuous path control, the relative velocity of the axis are coordinated to achieve the, so there is a coordination between x and y to achieve the desired travel position. So that is different case. We are considering here only in linear movement in one direction, position of the table in one direction. So travel speed is given by, again use the now here travel speed is as we have ns value of the table. So ns value of the lead screw that is directly related to the table. So we have ns value of lead screw. Okay. So as you know, one rotation of the lead screw, table move one pitch value, one rotation. And is it clear? In one rotation, table moves one pitch value. Clear? Then ns is the RPM. It means 60-second total number of rotation. And if we multiply the pitch value, so we will get the total distance travel in 60 seconds. So total distance travel in 60 seconds, can we say it velocity in distance per here minute, because we have used 60. So same way that becomes our feed rate, table speed or travel velocity of the table, Vt is our feed rate is same. How we have got? Simply multiplying ns with pitch value, and that is given in, if the all the details are given in mm, so here mm per minute it would be mm per minute travel speed. Okay, or centimeter per minute, whatever value we have used here. In pitch, as it is directly related to pitch, so whatever we use it pitch value, it will come out in the same form. The required pulse frequency to drive the table at a specified linear travel rate. It means what is the pulse frequency? We are going to FP value, pulse frequency value to require to drive the table at this speed, Vt speed. If you remember what we have got, FP and NM value NS value, that 60 multiply with FP and then divide by which value, number of step angle, and then 1 by Rg value, if you remember it. This value we have already. So if we put it taking the Vt and Ns, this is Ns value, simply by putting it we will get, say, Fp into 60. Let me write it for you. Simply 60, I am writing the ns value 60, and we will compare it Vt. 60 into ns value was Fp pulse frequency divided by ns number of step angle, and then 1 by Rg, and then we have here in, because we are writing for this formula, then multiply with p value, so that is our Vt, table velocity. So multiply with cross multiplication for FP. FP here, so VT multiply with this term will go upside, and NS again numerator, and denominator we will have by 60, and then P value. So 60 and P in the denominator, and VT, NS and RG, VT number of steps and RG at the numerator. So we are here pulse frequency. Same way VT, as we can know, feed rate is the same VT. Okay, so VT and pulse frequency both are same, the same. Again in the NS form we can write it pulse frequency. Here what we have got, if we have replaced VT value is what we have got here. V2 value is simply NS into P, again by putting it again, NS into P, so P will cancel out and we will have FR or VT, that is FR or VT was this value, NS into P we will put it, and then add P was at denominator, so this P will cancel out, we will get this value. So remember this equation. I hope you have got the fair idea. Now come to this question. Okay. So in this question, what we have, the work table of system is driven by a ball screwdriver, which I have accepted. The ball screw whose pitch is, this pitch value is given. Okay, the screw is connected to the output shaft of a stepper motor through a gearbox whose ratio is 5:1. So we are given with the RG value. Let me take it a red color. RG value, and RG value, that is 5, and then pitch value we have 6 mm, and then 5 turns of the rotor to 1 turns of the screw, that is gear reduction. The stepper motor has 48 step angle. Now it is not talking about step angle, it is talking about number of step angle. So it has 48 step angle, NS, number of step angle is 48. Then table must move a distance of 250 mm. So what does it means? You have to get the x distance from its present position at a linear velocity 500 mm per minute. Linear velocity means velocity of the table, that is the same as feed rate FR, and that is the same as number of step angle into multiply with the pitch value. Okay, so this one is determine how many pulses are required to move the table to the specified distance. So again it comes out to this same question. How many pulses are required NP to move the table x distance? Okay, question is clear. Now to solve it, as we have, as number of pulses is directly related to NS, and NS is directly related to table speed or velocity of the table. So how to calculate total number of pulses? Okay, so let me do it. we have 48 step angle. So can we identify the step angle alpha is equal to 360 by how much? 48. So it comes out 7.5 degree. Okay. Again, what is the distance moved? We have this formula. So to get this one, if somehow we have find the AS value. Okay. So how to get AS value? AS value we will use it in the form of AM by RG. So if we get AM value, total angle, and divide by step angle, we will get the number of pulses. So this one is our step angle, and see, it tells us that how many number of pulses required NP value to move the table X position. Number of pulses required to move the table X position. So we have got the alpha value at 7.5. Edge, we have this X distance that was NS AM. Let me erase. Screw angle by 360 degree and then multiply with the pitch value that we have got the X. So from pitch is given and X is given, so AS we will get. Again write it and quickly find out. X value is given this much, 250 mm, and pitch value is 6 given. Find out AS value. AS value is 250 into 360 by 6. So it turns out 1, 2, 3, 15,000 degree AS value. As we need to find out as AM, because in AM total number of pulses required to drive the X position. Okay, so pulse moves the motor and motor through gear reduction drive the screw AS. So here we have RG and then here we have AM and here we have AM number of pulses and we multiply with the step angle alpha, we will get total AM value. So AM we will get simply divide by AS by multiply with AS with RG value. AS value AS into RG, that is AS into RG 50,000 and RG 5, that becomes your 75,000. Again number of pulses required, so that is number of pulses multiply with NP into step angle, because one that step angle will cause NP. First formula we have used this one, NP, n pulses and step in one pulse alpha angle, so NP pulses total this much angle, motor shaft will rotate, so total angle rotation angle is given, we have found out. 75. So simply to get number of pulses, divide by alpha value, that is 7.5. So it comes out number of pulses NP is equal to 10,000. 10,000. Next is the required motor speed and pulse rate to achieve the desired position. Now we have to use that relation Vt is equal to Ns into pitch value. Okay, so we have given this value Vt value, linear velocity Vp, pitch value is given, find out Ns value, and from Ns it is saying the required motor speed. If we can get Ns value, simply multiply with the which value? Rg value, we will get the Nm value. Can you do it? Do it quickly. So Vt, how much given? 500 is equal to, simply Vt is equal to Ns into pitch value. So Ns is 500, Ns we have to find out, and pitch value is 6. This one is Ns value, and again we have to find out motor speed. So if we multiply with Rg value, Ns into Rg value, we will get the motor speed in RPM. 500 by 6 into Rg value is 5. What is the value? Something 4 1 6 point something. You check it. Okay. Next is pulse rate to achieve the desired frequency or desired travel velocity. So we have to use last formula that we have discussed. Erase this one. That formula was, I am going to finish it 1 minute. Just that formula was Fp what we have derived Fp by Ns number of step angle, then 1 by Rg, and multiply with 60. We have derived this formula for Ns screw RPM. So for Fp we have Ns value multiply with this one, number of steps 48, and then Rg value 5 and divide by 60, and we have got the pulse frequency Fp. Find out this value. So let me check it here. So Fp same है Ns 48, number of step 5 by 60. We are good. So we have got the, so find out this value, that is our answer. Okay, and if you have any doubt you can ask. So we have finished the today's talk at this topic.